Hey, what's up? My name is Alea. Welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to be doing a video I've never done on my channel before, and we're just going to do a little year in review video. I just have a lot of things I wanted to talk about in terms of like goals for 2023 with reading and personal life stuff, and then just talking about some of the things that happened in 2022 and doing like a little fun montage of some of the awesome things that happened this year. So without any further ado, let's get into the video. So first off, let's talk about 2022. On the whole, it's been a pretty good reading year. I didn't read a ton of books in terms of numbers, but I read a lot of things that I really enjoyed, and I feel like I'm kind of getting a better grasp on what my reading taste is, which is really rad. So I've kind of been thinking about, you know, where do I want to go from here in terms of 2023? And so I've got some reading goals and life goals and things like that. But first of all, I wanted to just say the main goal for 2023 is to just relax and kind of take it slow, because I've been thinking about all the things that have gone on just in the last 6 months of 2022, and it's been a lot. And I'm like, wow, why do I feel so like tired and burned out all the time? And it's like, sis, you've had a lot of crazy shit going on in the last 6 months. So first of all, I got a new job at an independent bookstore, and then Peyton and I got our own apartment and we moved in together for the first time into a new place in July. And then at the beginning of November, my grandfather passed away, and so I've been dealing with a lot of family stuff in terms of that. And that's just like the things I can name off the top of my head that have been going on. Oh, I know. Also, I've been having a lot of doctor's appointments and stuff. I've been not feeling very well for the last especially 1.5 to 2 years. And so I started going to a naturopathic doctor and doing tests and stuff. And I just found out in the last year that I have a food allergy, and so I'm allergic to potatoes. And so I had to completely change my diet and start taking different vitamins and like herbal supplements and all this stuff. So I've been dealing with that. And so it's just been kind of crazy and like mentally and emotionally draining, and it's just been a lot. And so I think in 2023, I just need to relax, because things have just been wild, and your girl needs to take a break and just calm down and drink some more tea, especially from this mug that says all mama wants is a silent night. That's me in 2023 with those silent nights. Where are they at? Give them to me. So that's my main goal for the year, is to just kind of relax. I want to make a lot of content and continue doing YouTube and all these fun things, but I want to do it at my own pace and in a way where I'm not going to get burned out or feel like I'm doing too much or putting too much pressure on myself to try and like make a video every single week or every other week or whatever. And so that kind of leads into my next goal, which is for this channel. And I really want to continue making content on a regular basis, but I want to make content that I'm really proud of. And so my main goal is to kind of do quality over quantity. So maybe there won't be a video every week or every other week, you know? Maybe I want to do a reading vlog and actually take my time with it and make the editing good and experiment with things in Premiere and, you know, really make it the best that I can and make content that I'm proud of, instead of making videos every single week where I'm like, you know, that probably could have been better if I would have taken more time, but I just really wanted to get it out. We're not doing that in 2023. I've already kind of started doing that the last couple of months. That's why you guys haven't seen quite as many videos from me. It's because I want to make stuff that's good, and I want to make stuff where I feel like I made it the best that I could, even if it took me like 2 or 3 weeks because I'm also working. So that's kind of where I'm thinking about going with the channel. I want to continue making booktube videos and reading vlogs and that kind of stuff, but I also want to talk about personal stuff like this as well. And I think that those two things can totally happen, but I want them to happen in a way that's chill for me, where I don't feel like I'm super stressed about like, oh my god, I have to get this vlog out and whatever. Like, you know, I want to post videos every Tuesday if I can, but if not, you know what, if the vlog comes out the next Tuesday, that's fine too. If it comes out 2 Tuesdays from now, that's great too, you know? So just know that there's always going to be more content coming, even if it's not coming at a rapid fire speed. Okay, and then my next 2 goals are also kind of related to booktube and reading. One of the things I've been doing the last year is teaching myself how to use a lot of different editing software and like creative software. So I've been teaching myself how to use Photoshop and Premiere Pro, for video editing and editing thumbnails and that kind of thing. And then I've also started using Canva and a little bit of Procreate, and I want to continue learning the software on my own. I've just been watching a lot of like YouTube tutorials on it and experimenting with them on my own, and so I want to continue doing that because it's been really fun, and I feel like I've learned a ton in the last year in terms of like editing software and stuff, because I have no formal training on that like whatsoever. I'm an English major, like I don't know shit about computers. So I've been learning all this on my own, and I feel really proud about how much I've learned, especially because when I started this channel I was just editing with iMovie on my Mac, and I was using my shitty phone camera and I didn't know what I was doing at all. And now I'm like, oh wow, I can like, you know, do all these cool effects and things that I didn't even know existed, and I'm able to watch some bigger booktubers and be like, oh wow, that's a really cool transition that they did or whatever. Like I want to see if I can do that in my own video. And then in the next year, I also want to read a lot of books that I'm excited for, but I also want to read some things that are kind of like outside of my comfort zone, because I'm still trying to figure out what my reading taste is. Like this year, I really discovered that I really like reading horror books and queer books and graphic novels and nonfiction memoirs and all these different genres. And because I read so widely, sometimes it's hard for me to figure out like, okay, what specifically do I like in that genre? You know, like what kinds of horror do I like? What kinds of nonfiction do I like? Is it memoirs? Is it other stuff outside of memoirs? You know, that kind of thing. So I want to try and kind of learn my own reading taste a little bit more in the next year and read things that, you know, I'm excited for, that I think I'm gonna really enjoy, but also read things where I'm like, okay, I might like that, or that might be outside my comfort zone. Like I want to read some more weird books in 2023, because I don't really know what my taste in weird books is. Like, do I like books with like crazy women, or do I like books with crazy women that also talk about, you know, ghosts and poop and all kinds of other weird shit? Like I don't know. But we're gonna find out in 2023. So that's kind of where I'm thinking in terms of reading. And also I don't really have a reading goal in terms of numbers for the next year. Like I've kind of realized that I don't really give a shit about numbers. Like I set a Goodreads goal for 2022 and I don't know if I'm gonna hit it or not. And to be honest, I don't really care. Like I want to read things that I'm excited about, that I think are good. I don't really care how many books I'm reading. So, you know, we're gonna read as many books as we want to read in 2023, and we're gonna take it slow while we do so, by God. And then getting into like more personal goals and stuff. One of my other goals is to kind of figure out what else is going on in terms of like my health, because I've figured out the whole situation with like my food allergies and everything, but there's definitely some other things going on, and I think I'm going to be taking some like hormone tests and stuff in 2023 and trying to kind of like dial in what else is going on under the surface, because I've been having some issues for a while, and I've definitely gotten a better handle on like my chronic pain and like chronic cramps and things that I was having, but I definitely still have days where, you know, like I'll be feeling good for a whole week, and then out of the blue I have a day where I just feel like shit all day, even though I didn't eat any potato and took my vitamins and got enough sleep and did all the things I'm supposed to do, but something is still like definitely off. So I'm gonna try my best, you know, universe willing, to try and narrow down what else is going on with my body, because I've gone to different doctors and been told different things, and I feel like I'm finally in the right direction in terms of figuring out what's going on with this meat sack that I live inside of. So that's a goal for the year. And then my last goal for 2023 is to just continue making fun reading vlogs and taking some time to appreciate like the little things in life and the mundane things, and to just take moments to appreciate things that I like, and to, you know, look at things and do things and make things that spark joy. Like, for example, I was filming my cottagecore vlog for Halloween, and I remember I had just gone to the farmer's market, and I was walking down the street, and I was on the sidewalk, and I saw these birds that were in a big flock, and they were just circling above this silo. And I kind of just stood there and was like, oh my God, that's so cool the way that they're doing that. And the sky was like bright blue, and it was so cool. And I remember I took the shot and I was filming it, and this couple was walking towards me on the sidewalk, and they were like, "What are you doing?" And then the husband looked over and he was like, "Oh, those birds, those are really, really cool." And then they were standing there staring at the birds with me. And it was just one of those cool moments where I was like, damn, like if I wouldn't have been appreciating these birds, then these other people wouldn't have stopped to appreciate these birds. You know what I mean? It was just great. And I want to do more of that, you know, where we just go outside with the camera and just film some nature stuff. Like I went on a walk with Peyton a couple weeks ago to try and find some mushrooms, and we were walking through the forest and we found some mushrooms and we filmed them, and it was fun. And we ended up going on this whole ass walk through the part of the forest that we'd never been to before, and it was great. And I just want to do more of that, where we just have fun and I get to share those fun outdoor moments with you guys, or moments where we're like baking cookies, where we're making gingerbread cookies out of chocolate chip cookie dough, and then they inflate and look like shit, but I don't care because it was fun. And I want to share those moments that are mundane and beautiful with you guys. And that's part of why I love making reading vlogs, because I want to be able to do that and to take those moments and appreciate them and, you know, capture them on film so we can look at them later and remember how cool that was. And that's just something I really want to do. And also, along with things that spark joy, you know, I am on a diet where I have to be really careful about what I eat and all that kind of stuff so that my body doesn't become totally inflamed, which is great. It's my favorite thing. I look at French fries completely differently these days. But when I do have cheat days, one thing that Peyton and I love to do is go and eat Chinese food. And we did that the other day, and I had egg rolls. And I just want to eat more egg rolls. That's one of my goals for 2023. I want to do things that spark joy, and I want to eat some goddamn egg rolls. Cheers to that. Cheers to that. That's all I have to say. And let's cue the montage from 2022, shall we? Roll the footage. Oh my god. A man with fur on his brisket. Finding some gems today. Welcome to the new apartment. That's a beautiful book. That's a great pick. Thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you haven't already and you want to see some more videos from me in the new year. And until next time, have a lovely day, and I will see you later. Bye!